Okay, welcome back, guys. And yes, I adjusted my mic this time. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. The Syntax Sorcerer loves teaching you new spells in C#. And maybe soon we're going to get into Python or something, or even C++. I have so many things that I want to do, and I'm actually tackling a project. I can't really talk about it right now, but I'm writing a project with a friend. In Python, so I might start doing some Python videos as I actually myself review Python again for the first time in several years. And Python is technically a scripting language. People are going to get mad. It's not a coding language. I don't care. You're still writing code, though it is a script language. And people that write a lot of Python are called script kiddies. It's a fun language. It's a great language. I just prefer the C languages, but Python is up there on my top 10 languages to learn, especially if you want to get good at anything programming. So, today is lesson 26, polymorphism. What is polymorphism? Well, this one's going to be a little bit longer, because we're going to do... There's two methods of polymorphism. So it essentially allows methods to do different things based on the object it is acting upon. Okay, and what does that mean? So that means, well, I mean, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's going to do different things based on what it's acting around. So we have two methods that are what are called polymorphism. One is called runtime polymorphism. And runtime method polymorphism is also known as, let's just do AKA, method overriding. Okay? Method overriding, and then the other one is called compile time. Gosh, I don't know why compile was so hard for me to type. Polymorphism. I'm just gonna polymorph. You ever play WoW, you know what polymorph is. Same kind of concept, actually. And with compile time, this is AKA method overloading. Now, similar, not the same, obviously. And we will go into what each of those are. And I think we're going to do both of them in this video. I think I can keep the code short in my brain. I always write pseudocode, and then I just kind of like go with the flow. So with that being said... we're going to start with, let's say, right here, we're going to start with method overriding. All right. So, let me talk a little bit more about method overriding. So, method overriding, let's do a new line, occurs when a derived class has a definition for one of the member functions of the base class. And that base function is said to be overridden. Let's do that base function is said to be overridden. And some of you guys are going to be like, well, what does that even mean? Guys, trust, right? Trust. I always go over these things. So let's start up here. We're going to do our base class, and we're going to call it public class animal. We're going to do animals again. Why? Because, I don't know, I like to do animal stuff, and it's easy, and it makes it easy to teach you guys. So inside public class animal, we're going to add another method called public virtual void make sound. And you're like, what? Oh, make sound? Oops. Why make sound? And we're going to say, just like we did with bark, console write line, and we're going to say animal sound. And some of you are like, this doesn't make any sense. I know. I'm a little crazy. Aren't all wizards a little crazy? They are. Trick question. They all are. Derived class, you guys should remember this from last time. We're going to do public class dog again, and we're going to say he's an animal. So this is, again, similar to what we did with encapsulation. And with animal, inside of here, we're going to do public override void make sound. And in that, we're going to say console dot write line. Oops, write line. And then we're going to say bark. And that's it. So just like we did with inheritance and encapsulation, we're inheriting animals' traits, animal sound, and we're changing it, we're overriding it to bark. So now let's Control S, let's save this, and let's run it. Oh, where did bark go? Bark no go. Try that one more time. We don't have any errors, no issues found. I think it's just not displaying for being silly. But the program runs, and this is still a inheritance and encapsulation and derived class. This is still polymorphism, if that makes sense. You know why? I'm so silly, guys. I'm so sorry. My pseudocode's over here like, write something for main. I didn't write anything for main. I'm being dumb today. I told you guys, I am not in it. I know you guys are seeing these like days apart. This is all the same day for me. So with that being said, animal, we're going to call it my animal. And then with that, it's got to be new animal. Oh, no, none of that. We're going to do bloop and then close that argument. And then for my animal, we're going to do make sound, right? This is our output. Output animal sound. So if I save this and now I run it, animal sound is our output. See, I'm not crazy. I am crazy. Again, all wizards are crazy. Don't hate the player. Well, you can hate the player because the player is off his game. So now we're going to do a new instance of dog, call it my dog equals new dog. We're going to say my dog dot make sound. And it's going to, this should say output bark, right? All right, we're going to run that one more time. Animal sound, output bark. All right, now here's where the polymorphism comes in. Morphism, animal reference, but dog object, okay? So now we're going to say animal, my polymorphic dog is a new, not new animal, new dog. Right? And now we're going to say my polymorphic make sound. And this should only output bark. Okay? So what we did here is we said, hey, we're going to make a new animal. We're calling it my polymorphic dog, and it's a new instance of dog. We're saying that it should only output bark. All right. I'm sorry, not only output bark. I don't know why I said that. But you see what it's doing. Make sound. It's a new instance of animal, but we're calling it dog. Whereas here we did animal, right? Dog, dog. Now we're saying animal polymorphed into a dog. So technically, I don't need this, right? Because I already know what this what dog does. So if I save, oops, not that. Save this. Make sure I gotta redo that. Save this. Hitting buttons sometimes. We run it. Animal bark sound, right? So now let's do one more thing. Hide both those. So we're not telling it to output anything. We're telling it, we're calling new animal. We want animal, the polymorphed animal of dog, or I'm sorry, the polymorphed dog of animal, to make a sound. And now with that, bark. There's polymorphism. So that is our method overriding. So that is, again, when we override is when a derived class has a definition for one of the member functions, and then it's overridden. It's exactly like it sounds. Super easy stuff, right, guys? Awesome. I know you guys figured it out. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna just do this all in one video because we're at 9 minutes. That's totally fine. All right, and what we're gonna do now is let's just actually what's the comment everything out button? I always forget this. Golly. There's a way to comment everything out. I think it's in edit. Okay, we're about to skip this. Was it under advanced? I can never remember. Stop that. Stop that. Comment selection. Boom. All right. So we've commented those out. Everything still works. They're just commented out. They're not going to run. So now, oops, method overloading. And let's go back and let's just comment this one more time. Method overriding, right? So we did method overriding. And now we're going to just give that another space. Method overloading. And we'll write the next code here. So now, with our method overloading, let's do something a little different. How about we do some math for those of us that suck at math, right? Me specifically, I suck at math. And I know there's other people out there. I have dyscalculia, so don't judge me. Math operations is what we're going to make a new class about. So math operations. Inside of math operations, let's do a couple things. I literally just wrote down do math. So with do math, let's do public int add. Let's just make it simple. Int A, int B. How about that? Simple enough, right? And then we're just going to return, yeah, exactly. Return A plus B, because we're just doing addition. The next one we'll do, let's do public, let's make it a double. We'll do add. Now, you're going to be like, why? Double A, double B. You guys should remember why doubles are the way they are, right? Int is just integers. Doubles have, we use doubles for like currency. And then we'll do one more. Let's do public int add, and then we'll just make it like, no, not string. That's weird. Int A. We'll do int B and int C. So we're just going to add some more onto it. And then we're going to return A plus B plus C, right? Boom. Super easy. That's the start of that. We're going to save it. No errors, no issues found. We can run it. Technically, it's not going to display anything, but we'll run it. Boom, right? So it runs. That's a good thing. Sometimes running your program is actually a good way of error testing. So now we're going to do the math operations. That's the one I was thinking of. Math operations. And I have it right down there. And it's trying to do something weird, so we're not going to do that. We're going to do math, and we're going to name it math. And we're going to say new math operations, right? We're calling a new instance of that in. So now we're going to say console.writeLine, and we're going to say math.add, and let's add, what'd you guys say, 2 and 3? Wow, you guys are great at this. You guys don't even know me. You don't even need me. Output 5. Should output 5, right? Let's just, so I want to make sure you guys can clearly read everything. Console.writeLine. And then we're going to do bloop, math.add. And then let's, since this is the double, we're going to do, let's do 2.5. Let's do 3.5. Right? That looks good. Why does that add another one in there? Weirdo. And then we close that. That output should be 6, by the way, in case I didn't say it enough. Oh, I did forget to add that one in. Ah, ha, ha. Hey, don't come for me. I've been dealing with stuff. Okay, guys? Now math.add. Let's add, let's just keep it simple. 1, 2, 3, right? And then that output will also be 6. Boom. And you can do a double and do it just like we did here. It doesn't matter. These are just simple examples, right? So control save, run it. 566, boom. I can tell it to output the A, B, and the numbers, but we're not going to do that. 566, 566, right? 2 plus 3 is 5, 2.5, 3.5 is 6, 1, 2, and 3 is 6. Bam. Solid work. All right, guys, that is polymorphism in a simple nutshell. Obviously, there can be far more to polymorphism. We've done method overriding, and now we did method overloading. So we just essentially did math operations and overloaded it. We called a single program, right? I hope that's like making sense. I'm trying to like think like, did I make sense, or am I just sounding like a crazy person? Well, I got my little rubber ducky, and when I go over this, it seems like this is correct with method overloading. If I'm wrong, yell at me. Anyways, guys, if you like this video, like, share, subscribe, comment, all that stuff helps. Let me know what you guys like about method overrides and method overloads in the comment section below. I really appreciate any engagement. You guys have a wonderful day, and the syntax sorcerer is going to teleport out.